How's it going? Wooden Spoon Supercoach here. The buy rounds are officially done. We are in the run home. It's the time of the year where we want to start getting big 1500s like I've managed to do this week. Mac, not so lucky this week, but I've got a few crowns to catch up on. So you need to collect a few
Yeah.
spoons over there for me to do it. How you going? How'd your week
Yeah,
go?
yeah. Yeah, not too bad. Look, at least I had Nico in my team. I mean, I probably shouldn't have messaged you to make sure that you did the loop because when I checked on you still had the captain on turbo and I was like, "Oh, I should probably message him." So, might have been a bit closer if I didn't give you that heads up, but yeah, look, at least I had Nico, but I had a couple of stinkers in there as well. So, it wasn't too bad. I still got some green arrows. I'd really like to get under 30K in the next week or two. That would be nice and my team's actually looking pretty good. So, yeah, not
Yeah.
bad, not bad.
When you messaged me, you probably remember I responded with a bunch of misspelt letters. I woke up at it would have been about 8:30 in the morning. I'd had however much vodka was in that fucking slushy machine, several beers. I'd just been to a party. So I was like half conscious when I read that message, like, huh? Flip over to Supercoach, I was like 196. I'm like, what is going on? I was absolutely frazzled.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to think I would have got the loop done in time, but I do appreciate you messaging me that one because I've missed a few things this year on the back of big nights. So yeah, shout out to you for that one. Before we go any further, let's get this out of the way. The winner for the Origin prize pool, which is $91.60. I forgot to add a bet that got won a couple of weeks ago, so that's been added. And Cats and Cubes, I believe it was. It might have been someone else. Sorry if I got it wrong. He got Bradman Best, Cobbo, and Hammer all to score, which was a nice juicy little multi, bringing it up from
Mm.
60 something dollars all the way up to 91. So maybe Ford, Ryan, get in touch. I'll put an email on the screen. You can email me there and we'll go through the little verification process and I'll send you your just under $100. And we'll
Well
be doing
done,
that
mate.
again shortly for hopefully $1,000 in 8 weeks to whoever
Mm.
takes out the whole thing. So
And
appreciate everyone
probably
putting their
another
bets in for the Origin games. Got another $100 out there to someone. So very cool. What were you saying? Sorry.
nice. We'll probably do another little final series run as well, right? Like a little league for finals, much
I
like the
didn't even
Origin
think
one.
of
It's a
that.
bit of a
Yeah.
short term.
Because they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Similar.
Why not?
Let's do it,
100%.
But yeah, congrats. Well played, sir, on the victory. How did the other team that referenced Ford go in that Wooden Spoon Super Coach
He did really well.
comp
He
go?
came 23rd out of 24th. Um,
Yeah, at least you didn't come last. At least you didn't come
dude,
last.
it was close. I think I lost. I beat the guy who came last by an average of 5 points. But
Yeah.
after game one, I was like, I'm just going to go for crazy stuff and see what happens. And I just kept digging that hole deeper. So
Yeah. I
yeah.
thought Ponga played a lot better than his Supercoach score represented. So yeah, whatever. I got stiffed. Chloe
Yeah.
overtook me in the end. I got beaten by Chloe. So
Yeah. Well, I
yeah,
mean, at
not a
least Orange,
surprise. She's
the Blues won in the end. Not that I
yeah,
feel like we
screw
deserve
you.
it in the slightest.
Yeah.
I'm not even like that excited about it because as we were saying before the recording, it's just such a hollow victory. Like we didn't. I don't think either team was the better team. It was just I don't know.
Throughout the series, yeah. Look,
Yeah,
I mean, Maroons definitely made it easy for you in Game 3. They dropped the ball way too much. You
and
just
game
can't win
one to be
Origin like
fair.
that.
Like yeah,
With Ponga going off with
yeah,
25 minutes to go. Yeah, but anyway, we digress. Don't forget,
yeah,
folks, get your tips in for this week. We'll keep growing that prize pool. I think we should probably make it to 1,000,
yeah.
maybe even more, depending how good the bets go. So yeah, get your tips in. Also, let us know how you went this week. Did you get the VC or on Nico or the captain on Nico? Did anybody beat Jake's 15-23? That would be awesome. Let
I
us
think there
know.
was
Um,
about 2,000 players above me in terms of scoring, so I was up there. So if you've beaten me, you've
yeah,
done well this week.
Yeah, you were top 2%. So I still haven't seen you with a top 1% this
I don't think
year.
I got one.
I had 3 of those. So, yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're
just
Reese Walsh over there versus Payne Haas over here.
yeah. Yeah, that's basically exactly what's happening. And I have more head-to-head victories against you as well,
Yeah,
but when you beat me well. So, yeah, it's definitely you've run away with it now in the overall, that's for sure. I don't think I'm gonna catch you. There's over 500 points difference between us and only 7 weeks ago. Hey, maybe. I won't rule it out just yet, but maybe.
I'm touching the shit out of this wooden desk as I say this. injuries are going to start piling up now. It happens every year after the origin period. Their bodies have been flogged for 20 weeks straight. This is where shit really starts to hit the fan. And that's going to kind of become relevant when we start talking about Payne Haas shortly. And you
Mm.
know what? He's
I
in
think we're
game one. So let's just use that as a little
I
segue
think
over here.
we're all right. I think we're all right, mate. We got 7 and 8 trades, but each, and I've heard people with 4 or less,
Yeah.
or definitely less than 7 and 8. So I think we're in a better position than a lot of people are with the trades if we do get injuries. But you've also got more nuffs than me or most people. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a bit of a not too sure how that's going to go. We'll work it out. But
Yeah.
if players can stay fit, then you're in a really good spot.
Yeah. It's
Let's
a very
go.
aggressive approach, but yeah, we'll see what happens. It's
It's looking
working so
good so
far.
far. Yeah.
Panthers Broncos. So another thing we were talking about before this, um, I don't mind the upset here. The Broncos have their team back. Whether they will play like they have their team back, I don't know. Panthers also have their team back. It's got a little bit of a smell of an ambush, but I still will definitely be putting the vice captaincy on Cleary for sure.
Yep, I don't have Cleary as I haven't had him all season, and I'm being proven right that Nico Hines is the better halfback one, but I probably still should have had Cleary because he's still one of the best Supercoach players. Regardless, I thought about putting the VC on Jenkins here.
Yep.
That could be a big play, but as one of the only people that has Reece Walsh, if the upset does occur. It's probably going to be on the back of Reece Walsh scoring 150 or more in Supercoach. So I'm actually going to go away from the Panthers here and back the boys. And yep, if it burns me, then that's my season done. I say that every time, but this is how I play Supercoach. It's fun. You got to roll the dice sometimes. So yep, I'm going with Reece Walsh on this one. I'm also trading in Casey McLean. If nobody's noticed, he's a bit of a pod. He's only at his like season start price around 650. And yeah, after coming back from injury, that stack on the left side there with Jenkins and McLean is going to be crazy for the run home. The Panthers have one of the best draws for the rest of the season. And having been injured and stuff, I suspect he's less likely to rest than some of the
Hmm.
other guys. So, yeah, McLean, welcome to my team.
Something I'm seeing here in the teams list. Do you reckon they're going to swap Alamotti and McLean? Because McLean was inside Jenkins earlier in the year, wasn't he? And now he's
I don't think the team list has any relevance to which side they play on. I think it's just which number they prefer.
I've been trying
So,
to figure
like,
this out so many
nah,
times. Like, it
guys,
doesn't.
they just centers are really particular about the 3 or the 4 sometimes. And they just
Oh, so it's
always want to wear the 4
purely the
or they
number.
always want to wear the 3
Right.
and they
Okay. Because
and
I've used
yeah,
it with wingers, like seeing which winger's running at which winger. But yeah, and so many
yeah.
times I've had to check myself. Like, are the twos running at each other, or is it the two and the
It's
five? Like, but
as
yeah.
far as I know, it's not a twos or like evens are on the left and odds are on the right or anything like that. Like it's completely made up by personal preference. They just wear whichever number they want.
Okay. Is,
Yeah.
is that
I'm
specifically for the centers? Because I feel like the wingers are pretty
It's
usually.
no, it's for most of the positions that have the 2 spots.
Huh.
Yeah, like front rows, like they both play front row, but everyone wants to wear 10. Nobody wants to wear 8.
The amount
Like,
of
yeah.
misinformed bets I've made based on who I think is running on who. I'll have to
Yeah,
pay a bit closer attention to that going forward.
it's too hard to keep track of who plays where. Like
Yeah, fuck it.
yeah. So going off the numbers is like a good starting place, but it's worth double checking for
Yeah.
sure.
I
Yeah.
don't bet on horses very often, but my go-to strategy is just pick a cool name. So I think I'll have to put money on Shibasaki for this game. Just seems to work. It's how I pick wine too. I just find
Well,
a name that I like, a funny label.
I've done a trade and draft to bring Katoni Staggs into my team. He usually has a pretty good run towards the end of the season. So I've swapped with another competitor in draft. We've made a straight swap, Purdue for Staggs, and I think I should get the better of that trade as the season goes on. Even though the Cowboys have a softer draw, they also have a bye.
Yep.
So over the rest of the season, hopefully Staggs can pick it up and put in for me. But Payne Haas, number 10 for the Broncos, most
Yes.
traded in player this week for a reason. If you didn't get him in the last couple of weeks, then this is the week to do it. I'd say he is the premium front row to have for the run home for the rest of the season. Definitely don't need more than 3 playable front rows here. Honestly, 2 guns and then like a Paseka or something is fine. I'm personally not bringing in Haas this week because I've already got Terrell May and Keon Kalamatangi, and I just yeah, and Stefano as my third. So look, I'm not going to do it this week because I'll just be too heavy on forwards. So
Mm,
that's why I'm bringing in McLean. But yeah, Payne Haas definitely most traded in player for a reason. And if you're thinking about it, and you've got room to upgrade there, then by all means. But like if you've got three gun front rows, I don't know if it is really a must-have. Like I don't think there's going to be a huge difference between Payne and like a Keon or a Terrell May. Maybe a 5 point average over the run home. So yeah, I don't. If you're strong there, I wouldn't force it. But if you've got room to upgrade, I would definitely make it happen.
yeah. So in your particular team, I think it's a relatively easy decision for you to just kind of see how he goes this week. For my
Yeah.
team at the moment, my front row used to look just absolutely fucking stacked, and now it's kind of fallen away a bit because I've got Terrell May, whose role seems to have like reduced a little bit. So
Mm,
he's fine. He's okay up there as maybe a front row forward too. But then my other guy is Tarpany, and then I got Paseka as number 3. So that's not a good enough pairing in my eyes. So I do need to make a
yeah.
trade there eventually. But this week, I've decided to use the money I banked up last week on Jenkins because I think he can hurt me more by not owning him than Payne
Yeah.
Haas can.
I think
Um,
so too. There's a bigger ceiling there, and like Payne Haas will probably score 80, 90, maybe 100, maybe 110. But and Jenkins could come out with a 50, or he could score 200 on the wing
yeah,
against the Broncos, who've looked dismal. So yeah, I think there's a better ceiling, softer run. That makes sense to me. If you can get like a high ceiling guy that you've been targeting, instead of grabbing like a safe front rower, much like captaincy options, you want to at this time of the year you want to go for those big scores and
yeah.
try and make a run towards that top 1K or something if you can. So, yeah, I definitely can see where you're coming from there. I'll probably look at bringing him in next week. Hopefully, I can just straight swap for like a Stefano or if May has another bad performance, I might even just downgrade May to Payne Haas and bank some
Mm.
money from that. So yeah, we'll see how we go, but yep, definitely get him in. Otherwise, I don't really think there's that many people relevant here. Xavier Willison, you could hold, as we were talking throughout the year with Jensen out with that blood clot issue. Xavier Willison has stayed in the starting lineup, even with Payne Haas and Pat Carrigan back. So, yeah, he's a beast. He's probably going to play more minutes than any other number 8 in the comp this week. And yeah, he'll complement Haas and Carrigan really well in there. So, definitely hold Willison, I believe, unless he's your only ticket to like a Payne or something like that. Then
Yeah.
then I guess so. But yeah, McLean's definitely a target. Payne Haas definitely a target, and you want a VC on a Cleary or a Jenkins or maybe a Walsh if you are wild and still have him in your team.
You know what could even be a shout? I'm not sure what he's priced at the moment, but he did fall quite a bit. Toto. Could he be a little
I
pod
would.
for the run home? I don't hate it.
I hate it because he's cheap for a reason. Like, how many weeks did you hold him for when he was shit before you finally traded him?
Yeah,
And what
true.
has he done? What has he done to earn a shout for an option?
He got
Nah,
dropped by the Blues.
he got dropped. He's, the game doesn't suit these stocky wingers as much as the aerial targets these days.
I
So
think I
I
think the
think it's a
main thing
fast.
that would come down to is if he is still around like 400k. If he's any more than that, which he probably is, he's probably like 500k. I'm just looking it up on my phone right now. Then yeah, definitely not because we haven't seen it. But if he has fallen down to a price where it's like you can go to a
He's
Maccassini to him or something.
he's 670
Oh
with a
fucking
break.
never
with
mind.
with a break even of 122.
Okay.
Like, yeah, yeah, no.
Shut up, Jake. Move on.
He's
I
overpriced.
think I'm
He's
gonna tip the Broncos for
averaging
this one.
63. He's overpriced.
Yeah, that's
Like,
okay.
definitely
Never
not
mind. I
Toto.
didn't realize he'd come back up in
Yeah.
price. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm tipping the Broncos.
Broncos to get the upset. Let's go.
Yeah,
1 to 12.
it's just rugby league is so hard to tip. I'm just gonna start tipping the shit that makes me look like a genius if it comes off.
Yeah, because
Like,
if you get the basic tip right, then you just so did everybody
yeah,
else.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if you get the upset tip, then you're a genius. I love it. Let's
Could you
just tip
imagine
the
if I
upsets every
tipped
time.
66-0 last week?
Yeah. No, I
I'd have
don't
Channel
think
9 calling
anybody
me up.
tipped that. Uh,
Um,
alrighty. Yep. Sharks and
Sharks
Knights.
Knights. So another similar guy to what's his face? I've immediately forgotten. Tom Jenkins. Mulatalo. Probably a B-Tech Jenkins, just based on the team he plays for. He's got a way worse floor. The Sharks draw for the run home is unreal. It's the best in the comp. But I don't really like Mulatalo. If I was to
I think I'm.
trade any of those four in out of the wingers and the centers, I think I would go Jesse Ramian.
Yeah, I got Jesse Ramian off the free agents in draft this week somehow. So yep, I'm with you there. That makes sense. But I've got Ronnie. I'm probably going to sit him this week. I
Mm,
just don't trust it against the Knights, who have been pretty good. I'm also going to sit Marzi though, so that
yeah. Yeah, I'm sitting Marzu.
this could be a bit of a tough matchup. Ponga was on my list as a potential trade back in after the Origin period. I do think he's been one of the best, most informed fullbacks for the whole season.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played that many games for the Knights. Like he's only played 8 or 9 games or something. So he's got a lot to make up for. I feel like with the season, and the Knights are looking good, and they look the best with him at number one there. So
Mm,
was definitely on my radar. But yeah, I don't know. I think I had to do a trade that I didn't like in order to make it happen. So I've
yeah.
gone away from that at the moment. But I might look at like a Ponga or something next week if he comes out and looks really good.
Yeah.
Hopefully he looks really good and kind of scores average. But yeah, Ponga definitely a target. A lot of people trading out Greg Marju this week. Definitely understand that. I would just warn against going sideways. So like if you
Mm,
were doing like a Marju to like another $500,000 winger, like why? Like find a way to upgrade him to like a Jenkins or something,
yeah.
or nuff him out to put money in your bank. Like if you're just going to go sideways, then you're kind of just burning a trade for no reason because he could still go huge for the rest of the season. Like the Knights have been good when all
Yeah.
the players are in. So
My
yeah,
problem with selling Marzu is how long I've had him, I've basically known this whole time that we're waiting for now when Ponga's back and can inflate his scores. And he's also got Brabham and
yeah,
Best back beside him now, so that's good for him as well. I
yeah,
think I think this could be the worst week to trade Marzu because I think he could come out and get a hat trick. He could be
yeah.
700k in another couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I
Yep, I
think,
hear that. Well, especially because he's now like one of his lowest prices. Like he
yeah,
just keeps dropping money every week. Like if you were going to sell him, you should have done it by now. Like at this point, it's just a hold, and like you'll probably only play him two, three, maybe four matches in the rest of the season. But that's okay. You got a gun player there that you can play on matchups. And
yeah,
look, I don't think this is one of those matchups personally. Like the
mm,
Sharks are good. They are tough. Um, so yeah, look, if hopefully he doesn't score 200 again when he's not got the reserve on him
oh,
in my
don't
team.
even.
But yeah, I wouldn't sell. I'm actually holding him, and yeah, I'll
Yeah,
probably keep him for the rest of the season. But if you are upgrading him or nuffing him out, then it's fine.
yeah,
But if you're going sideways, then I wouldn't do it.
yeah. Easy as. I think this is going to be a very telling game for the run home for these two teams because we've got two decent teams coming up against each other. We've seen
Mm,
the Sharks put the Dolphins to the sword. We've seen the Knights have some decent form. How are they going to go against other teams that have relatively decent form? Not to say that the
mm,
Dolphins didn't, but they had players out, blah blah blah.
yeah,
So if say for instance the Knights come out and absolutely wipe the floor with the Sharks here, then that's going to put Kale and Ponga like pretty high up there for me.
yeah,
Um, and same with
yeah.
like
Agreed.
vice versa. If the Sharks come out and absolutely destroy them, it's like, okay, I need an outside back from the Sharks.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you have
so yeah,
Iro, don't you?
I do have
Yeah.
Iro. I just forget
Yeah.
about him because he's so mid.
He's been mid. Yeah, yeah.
He's been
Look,
so mid.
we had a bit of a look to previous times in Nico Hines' Supercoach history. When he goes big, he tends to go on a bit of a run. It's not like he goes big and then goes quiet. So, yeah, Captain Nico Hines for me this week.
Yep. And another thing, I need to start like pressing record as soon as we get into the call because we say so much good shit. Um, Putting an
Then you have to
armband
edit
on
it all though.
Hines. Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Bit of admin. We could just do like what podcasters do and they like soft start it and then we just get into it. That could actually be a thing. Anyway, distracted. Hines this week. Armband on him will be a massive pod play because not many people are going to have a halfback in their flex, meaning you can only armband one of them, and everyone's going to be going Cleary. So if you don't have him, or if you've just got a feeling, you don't rate it, you want to go something different, you're chasing rank, whatever, I don't mind going Hines. I really don't.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, if you've got three halfbacks and you want to VC Cleary into C Hines, awesome option. If you don't, then you probably want to VC on Cleary. Yeah, and if like me, for some reason you don't have Cleary, then absolutely you need an armband on Hines, I think.
Yep.
There
I
was a
wonder
few
what
good options
the.
though. It was pretty tough. Like
Yeah.
there's a few good matchups and a few good options this week, that's for sure. And teams are getting pretty stacked. So, I could captain Herbie or
Mm,
Jenkins or or Campbell or Tamari Martin even
Tamari
or
Martin, I
Duncan.
like.
Like yeah, like there's some beasts in the team that
Yeah.
that are worthy of it. So, but yeah, still Hines takes the cake for me. He's averaging 99.8 this season. That's outrageous.
Ridiculous. What a bloke. Um, Break. I wasn't even saying it ironically then. Blake Bwawe. Um, I am liking the look a lot more of him now with Munster going down and Wishart coming in. Again, the Storm are battered and bruised. They're even more battered and bruised now. Does this mean Grant lifts and scores more? Does it mean he doesn't get as much? Well, I suppose he's in control of the quality ball, so it's not like he needs it given to
Yeah.
him. But it does worry me a little bit, just the Storm generally. They're gonna have to
I
do a
get what you're
lot
saying.
to make it to the finals now.
If you have neither of them and you're looking to bring in one, then sure, grab Brayley instead.
Yeah,
But if you have one, like, are you seriously making a trade at hooker? Like, no. Like, if you've already got Grant, like, you're not going to go sideways to Brayley. So, yeah, no,
I'm
not for
just
me.
having a look
But
at
you got
round.
Pasco. Like, honestly, I'd just
Yeah,
keep Pasco, bro. Like, you just play Pasco on the week that's the Storm have the bye. Like, when is
yeah,
it? 24 or something.
it is
You just
24.
play
Yeah,
Pasco. Yeah. So, like, that's fine.
I was
You
about to
definitely don't
say
need both of them.
if I've got the trades to go Grant to Brayley in round 24, then that could be juicy for like head to head finals and stuff. But
Sure.
I have 8 trades now. Round 24, need to get to round 27. So I'd probably need 4 trades to comfortably do that. Um, which means I've got
Well,
4 trades to spend until then. So probably not.
you don't know what the prices are going to look like or something, but you
Yeah,
could
that's
just
true.
switch Grant to Brayley at that point. That's one trade, and then just hold Brayley the rest of the season.
Or
So
maybe
I mean, yeah,
Pasco's the highest scorer in round 24.
yeah,
Could
bro,
happen.
he's good when he plays 80 minutes.
Yeah.
He's actually awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah, Dylan Lucas. Geez, I wish I could get him in my team. I don't
Mm,
think I'm going to get any of the primo 2RFs. I can't afford Olakawatu. I can't afford Dylan Lucas. I can't afford Hudson Young. So it is what it is. I'm potting out on the 2RF and just sticking with what I've got. But yeah, Dylan Lucas, like I'd definitely consider trading him in. If that's where you're looking to make a trade this week, then he's a target.
yep, 100%. Um, 2RF is just the position at the moment, the big position. Everyone's up at 800k. I managed to get
Yeah,
them all in early and pay unders for all of them, so I've done really well in 2RF.
indeed.
Um, probably at the cost of my front row, but it's all right. It's Supercoach, you can't have it all.
Yep, sweet.
So yeah, I think for 2RFs, I'd put Dylan Lucas. I reckon he's even with Hudson, and that might sound crazy because I think
Yeah,
Hudson is a better player. But as of the guys I want in my team, I can't really split them. But Olaquatu just is number one.
yeah. I think with the Knights and the way they play and the way they're looking this year, I'd probably put Dylan Lucas ahead of Hudson Young.
Mm,
But at individual players and talent and stuff, probably put Hudson Young
yeah,
ahead of Dylan Lucas. So yeah, for Supercoach, I'd probably rather pick Lucas. If I could get
yeah,
one of them, I'd get Lucas. If I could afford either a Olakawatu Lucas or Young, I'd get Lucas. Yep.
yeah. I'd probably pick
Um,
Sasangi before Hudson for vibes.
yeah, for vibes.
Yeah,
Oh,
he scored last week,
yeah.
didn't he?
He did, but he didn't score that well as Supercoach. But yeah, so
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't know. The Raiders are looking a little bit struggle street, to be honest.
Yeah,
So
they are.
yeah, it's a bit scary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Sharks at home after a 66-point smashing. They'll be full of
Yeah.
confidence and they won't be tired. So yep,
I don't know what to do here. I'm just gonna go against you. We'll go the Knights. Fuck it.
cool. Let's go.
Um, Yeah, the Sharks are just one of those teams that, like, I don't think I'll ever be convinced by because they seem to just, I don't know,
Well, they got to
kind of
do it
kind of
this
like
year.
Manly in that way.
They got to do it this year. They got to be consistent. They got to make it through some finals. So
Yeah.
this is the time for them to turn it on.
Yeah, they've been there and
Let's go.
abouts. It wouldn't be surprising if they come out and have like a really, really hectic run home.
Yeah.
Roosters and Storm. So Trent Talau and Wishart in the team. I forgot to mention that Hughes is out as well. So both of their starting halves are
Yeah.
gone. Um, yeah, Wishart's a run it first type of operator. So
It's pretty good, but you don't trade him in. Like,
yeah, it's not the right
it's
time of
just,
year. If
nah.
this was like round 12,
Yeah.
golden, golden.
Yeah.
But here,
I don't think you're targeting anybody from the Storm, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
Farlongo is the only guy in the Storm that you want. I mean, Stefano's okay if you have him, but like I've heard people talking about selling Farlongo. Like he has the most tackle busts in the entire NRL. Like
mm,
that's crazy. That's 4 points per tackle bust. Like what? Like I don't
dude,
know, man.
think about how good of an option Farlongo is going to be next year.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
anyone will
like.
start
But
with him because he won't be cheap.
if I was going to trade Farlongo out, it would be when they have a buy.
Yeah,
Or if you know something if I had to for whatever reason. But I'm not trading Farlongo. No way. Also, people are trading out Teddy. Like I wouldn't do that either. I thought about trading in Teddy. If he wasn't injured this week, I'd be bringing him in.
he's
He's
in the
actually
500s, isn't he?
he's like yeah, or maybe he's like 6, but he's
Six.
pretty cheap. Yeah,
Still
maybe
cheap
he's
for
like
Teddy. Yeah,
560 or 650 or something. Yeah, he's cheap for Teddy. And yeah, look, I might bring him in next week or something. I might go Holmes to Teddy or something next week
mm,
because Holmes is starting to pick up his price again. So yeah, I don't know why people are trading out Teddy. Nwanganitawase definitely a sore spot for me looking at this. Like, I kind of wish I had somebody like the Wanganita but he can go low. So, like, I'm not that fast. When you see that, when we get to our teams and you see what my CT dub looks like, I don't need him. So
yeah.
it's fine. It's actually looking a bit ridiculous. So
He's
yeah,
been a
look, I don't
frustrating
really.
own for me. He
Yeah, I don't like that. I like consistent CT
yeah,
dubs.
like you
Yeah.
need those like small percentage plays to come off. Like he does them way more often than he should, but it's still a small percentage play.
Mm,
Whereas
yep.
Jenkins, they just strip the numbers on the left time and time and time and time and time again.
Or they
It's
just kick it
yeah,
long.
yeah,
Yeah, and he just AFL style just jumps over him and grabs it for a try.
yeah,
Yeah, he's good. He's reliable. Yeah, look, I probably wouldn't be targeting, anybody from this matchup at all this
no,
week, personally. Um, just give it a week. I think Marky Mark has a pretty high break even. He's had a couple of slow games, so give
yeah,
him another week if you really want him, and maybe he's cheaper next week. Yeah, so yeah, no one here really of interest to me. I
yeah. Me
thought
neither.
about, you couldn't even captain Farlongo with the halves out. Like it's just
No,
no. But I wouldn't trade him. Like he's one of the best players in the league, and he's a warm body on your team when you've probably got 4 trades left. Like why are you trading him? Like that's crazy.
yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
looking at these teams lists trying to just find someone to talk about. There's really not much,
no.
so I think
I'm
we
gonna.
can. Yeah,
I am gonna tip the Storm though because I don't like the Roosters and I like the Storm. It's that simple.
I don't
Let's
like
go.
either of them. I'm gonna pick a draw. No, I'll go the
And
Roosters. I
Wish
genuinely think the Roosters get it done.
Wishart's good. Like he'll run.
Yeah,
He'll run first, which will in the early game it won't make much happen. But then in the late game there'll be space outside because they'll be looking for him to run.
yeah.
So
My
combine that
issue
with
with
Harry Grant
Wishart is
and then,
both of the halves are out. I've seen him come in
yeah,
to replace one of them. I don't know how he
yeah.
goes with both.
Yeah. Well, I think he'll be all right. And I think Farlongo might also be like the creative spark that they are relying on
Yeah,
most heavily to actually make some attack happen. So look, Farlongo, I made sure to have the reserve on him at least this week.
yeah,
Because yeah, I mean he's averaging 85 in a team that's like down the bottom end of the ladder. Like
yeah.
what more do you want from a guy? Like even last week when they got smashed, he still had 68 or 78 or something. Like he's 78. Like what? He's
Dude,
an
I'll go.
accumulator. He just bounces between people. He's a pinball. So that's just, the amount of points he gets for tackle busts is a joke.
I'm gonna go as far as saying Farlongo fullback 1 next year at the end of the year. Because
At the end
if
of the
Melbourne
year,
come
I
back
wondered.
and
I
play
wondered.
how we know they can, and they aren't completely fucked by injuries, they get Eli Katoa back, all of that.
Yeah.
They'll have Jermaine Asako. Like,
Sacco, I thought that too. I thought next
dude,
year I'm starting with Farlongo and Sacco for sure.
yeah.
I'll probably hold them both all season. Yeah.
Hopefully they don't get too expensive because yeah, God.
Yeah. It'll probably be mostly Hughes and Wishart next season too. I don't know. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know what Munster's doing. So anyways,
Um,
yep. Storm in a
did
close
the
one.
bear? Oh
One
no,
to 12.
Wishart backflipped on his contract. I'm so ADHD today. I'm just all over the fucking place. But yeah, I think Wishart did backflip on his Bears
you
contract. I think I
you
remember hearing
oh, did
that.
he? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Do you are you so you're tipping the Roosters
Yeah.
or to go against me? Okay, yeah. Good
No,
luck.
I just genuinely think that the Roosters have a better lineup. Like they've
Yeah, rookie halves is kind of scary, but
I don't
Wishart's
say
not
it with
really a
much
rookie.
confidence though.
Anyway, I think yeah, let's move
Yeah.
on. Raiders,
Um
Rabbitohs.
this could get messy for the Raiders, I think. It is in Canberra, so they got that going for them. But yeah, Tallis Duncan named at center. Doesn't really bother me anymore. He's proved that it doesn't
Yep,
really matter if he's at 2RF or center, so I'm happy with that.
yep, yep.
Who else we got? Alex Johnston's back. That's quite a decent one. I might pull up the Bunnies run and see if Johnston could be a guy. Where are we?
Yeah.
Round 20. Canberra, Melbourne Sharks, Para, Bulldogs, New Zealand, Titans, Roosters. It's kind of middle.
Mm, yeah.
Maybe
I think
not.
he's not a run home guy.
No.
If Latrell was in the team, maybe, but then you
Yeah.
just get Latrell. So yeah,
He
I
he
just don't.
would be definitely a matchups guy.
I'll tell
Um,
you a flyer.
but yeah.
Dufty, right, is about 450K. And I actually considered downgrading like one of my CT dubs in Flex or something to like a Dufty. Like,
I
he's
mean, he hasn't
actually
been
been good.
bad.
He's averaged like 80 something. He's like 400K because he started the season at 201,000 or something.
I
Like,
can't remember if it was the weekend just gone, but I saw him take a hit up, and he's not a big guy, and he had like
no,
three dudes hanging off him, and he's just
yeah.
chugging it forward. Like he's a
I,
beast.
the thing that's put me off it, and I'll just put this out there for anybody who is considering it, because I actually did consider it. It's a pretty viable strategy for making some money this week, right? The thing that put me off it is I suspect that between Dufty and Jai Gray, they have two small body workhorse fullbacks that get wrecked after a few games in a row. So Wayne's just kind of resting Jai for a few weeks and giving Dufty a chance to come out there and show what he's
Okay.
got. And then once they get closer to finals again, they'll bring Jai back in. So like I'm not convinced about his security.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so that's kind of the thing that's put me off. I think they have two small bodies and they're kind of just alternating between them because they have the exact same play style. They can just do that. And if one of them's got a niggle, they'll just play the other one for a week or two. And yeah, they'll just probably run that strategy for the rest of the season. So just don't trust the security. But he's a pretty good shout. He's a good player and he scores well and he's only 400 something K. So yeah,
Likeable dude as well. Good to
yeah.
see him doing well.
So Stungy, I'm going to wait another week and watch and see. And if he has an awesome game this week, like if he covers his break even, I might get on next week.
If he
Um,
goes huge, we have to.
yeah, potentially, yeah. But I'm not sold on the Raiders either. Like their go forward hasn't quite been the same.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, like he was great at the start of the season. I can't see him being that good as good
Mm,
as he was at the start for the back end of the season. So like, maybe it's a wasted trade. So yeah,
that
I don't
is
know.
true.
Like
Yeah.
I'm the first person to hype up Sasangi. I've still got him in draft, and I'm pretty sure I had the captain on him last week. So I did have the captain on him, but I took it off because I had VC on Tamari Martin. But yeah, so Sasangi's a weapon, but I don't know. I'm just not convinced for the back end yet.
I think he's one of those dudes I would love to see in my team, but I don't want to spend a trade to do so.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it's a shame, but yeah. Hopefully he can
yeah.
come out and explode and just like force our hand.
See, like
Keon,
where Dry Gray's in the 14. Like, where are they? Are they going to bring him on at 9 or something? Like this, like I got to know what's going on here. They obviously intend on using him, which is scary for Dufty.
yeah, that is weird.
Yeah. Last week I think he was in 18. So what are they doing? You
Maybe
know.
it's similar to the centers thing, and they've just like randomly thrown him down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, I don't know.
Keon, still probably a bunch of people looking to get on him this week.
Mm,
Would you say you didn't have either Keon or Payne Haas? Who would you trade in
mm.
this week?
Geez, I'd get Haas, but it's pretty tough to decide realistically because they
Mm,
both have the same sort of thing going for them where like the coach doesn't care about saving him for next year.
yeah,
They both can play 80 minutes. They're both fully fit after having some injuries earlier in the season. Like, I just expect Madge is probably more likely to play Haas for the 80, and the Broncos are probably more desperate than the Rabbitohs.
yeah,
So I think I'd just lean a little bit towards Haas. But they're basically the same price, and I
yeah.
expect honestly a very similar output from them both, but potentially a bit of a higher ceiling on Haas because the Broncos are desperate. He'll be looking to offload more and stuff like that.
Yep, I agree with everything you've just said. I think they're pretty much the same. I don't think there's a wrong decision, but I would go Haas. And I
Yeah.
really should go Haas. I'd feel a lot better if I just did it and got it out of the way, but not how the game works for me this week. I don't think there's too much else to really touch on with the Raiders. Like, we've got Hosking, who went massive last week. We've got Noah Martin. But if you don't
He scored a
already have
try.
them,
He looked pretty good, bro. I brought him in for my draft team. Remember, we mentioned him last week as a
is
bit
this
of
Noah
a
Martin?
sneaky, yeah, as
Yeah.
a bit of a sneaky return from injury. He scored a try. He looked great. Scored 75 points or something. Like, just didn't miss a beat. Double ankle surgery? What?
And
Like,
what
I
is he,
don't
like
remember that.
450K?
470. He's
Okay.
470 now. Yeah. Um, so he actually dropped a bit of cash because of his injury game. Like, so he dropped another 10K. But yeah, now his break even's back down to 52. So he's looking to go up again. There's definitely value for money. Like if you're stuck, if you
Hmm.
need an upgrade, but you don't have money and you want to get somebody who's you know, worth more than you're paying, then Noah Martin's an option.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many people are in that situation. That's all.
If he like keeps going the way he's going, then he's a fine
Yeah.
forward three. You probably don't want
Yeah.
to
Oh,
have him in
he's
your starting team, but you know.
no, he's a second row, so
Oh,
he'd have to
second row,
go.
that's
So
right. I'm thinking
yeah,
of
he'd be a
Miles.
two RF 4 or 5
Yeah, okay.
is probably fine, you know.
Even just as like a little
But
backup option or something.
yeah, but yeah, look, I don't think anybody's really in that position,
Yeah, it'd be
but
quite
he's actually
niche.
viable. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty,
And
but
we've
he is
seen
good.
what he can do earlier in the year too, so
I'm going to tip the Raiders because I don't like the Rabbitohs. And the Raiders at home, they need a win, and like they've got a few guys back. Like they got Hudson Young back, they got Sasongi back. They're the two best players. Like, yep, let's go Raiders.
this is a tough one to tip. And whenever I'm not sure, I like to go for the home team, so I'll go with the Raiders as well.
Sweet, get
They
it
got
done.
the cold weather. Oh fuck, it'd be cold down there at the moment. Jesus,
Yeah,
gross. Oh god, another bloodbath incoming. Um,
yeah,
yeah, wow. So Tamari Martin, if Cleary wasn't playing on Thursday, he would easily have my vice captain banned on him. I
yep.
don't even know what he's. It feels like he's averaged 100 since I brought him in. He's just been insane.
His average is 84. It's bloody good. Like he's a good player. He
Yeah,
does get a lot of attack. Like, and without that attack, he would score a bit lower.
yeah,
5 round average 83, 3 round average of 93. So yeah, in the last 3 weeks, he's basically averaging 100. Yeah, Tamari Martin, absolute weapon. I personally tossed up putting the VC on him as well, even over Hines, just because of this matchup. He's got
yeah,
the Dragons at home. Like they should absolutely roll through them here. The reason that swayed me back towards Hines was A, that sort of research that we did that suggests that Hines can back up a big score with another big score. And then B, the Dragons forwards are actually good, which means the space around the middle of the field probably won't be there as much as it is against some of the other opponents. So Tamari Martin, you know,
yeah.
suggest the Warriors are probably going to score more of their points on the edge here, and it might not have as much to do with Tamari Martin. But yeah, on another matchup, I definitely would be looking at him as an armband option moving forward. Yes.
Yeah, speaking of Dragons forwards, I was tossing up with whether I put my final reserve on Ryan Couchman because I'm genuinely wondering how much time they're going to spend standing under the posts in this game. I think this could get
Yeah.
ugly.
I had a sit versus start dilemma with Rauchi as well. I've actually put him in. Like I'm not playing Mulatalo or Mazu, and I've got like 2 reserves on second rowers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a tough one. I just think that his output, like they're just trying to fight for pride. They're going down there for a tough game. And the thing is, with the Wars middles, they will put up a tough fight. This could be a bit of a grind, and that could be a massive base power game
Mm,
for both the Couchmans here, just in the middle forward grind against against the Wars. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm looking for a big base game from Ryan. So that's why I decided to put the reserve on him this week.
Yeah. I ended up going with that as well. It was between him and Marzu. And I
Mm.
figured just like what's the worst case scenario in those two? Marzu scores 12 and Couchman, his lowest score is probably like 55. So it's just
Yeah. Yeah,
final reserve.
that's
Don't need to take a
sort
risk there.
of that's the same sort of philosophy for me with Marzu or Ronnie, because the same thing could happen. He could score 20 or he could score 120, whereas Couchman will probably score, 70 to 90 points.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to take that this week. I think it'll be closer to the 90 just in pure base against the Wars. Yeah.
Well, I hope you're right. Who else we got to talk about here? Fucking no one really.
Holmes has started to make money again, and I still have him on my team. So next week I'll probably upgrade him to a gun fullback. Like that's just
I'm
fucking
glad that's
wild.
worked out for you. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
I got the 130 from him as well the other week, so that was good. It has kind of
Deserved.
worked out.
So
Yeah.
deserved.
Yeah, but don't trade him
Um,
in, but like, it's not
it's
worth
funny,
it.
like I'm so high on the Warriors to just absolutely wipe the floor with them, and yet I don't really want to target any of them. If it was anyone,
Yeah,
it'd
no.
probably be like Dallin, but he's probably
Nah,
expensive now.
there's
So
no
like,
trade-ins
yeah,
from either of these teams.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm happy to go with that. Warriors
I'm
13
gonna
plus.
go. Yeah,
Yeah,
agreed.
easy. 13 plus and the rest. Righto. This is very much turning the excitement down for this game. I don't think I'll be watching this one.
Yeah, I won't be.
Bulldogs, Tigers. Is there anyone to talk about here? Macassini, if you're still hanging on to him, good luck. I'm one of them.
I had him. I'm finally trading him out this week. He'll
Yeah.
probably go 100 plus the week I finally trade him out. I wouldn't be playing him anyway. So,
Yeah.
like, I
Like,
don't, I just think the Tigers are shot. Like, I think their season's shot. So, yeah, I wouldn't get any of them. And honestly, the same for the Bulldogs. I wouldn't be targeting anybody from either of these teams.
yep. And I don't think there's any exceptions to that. Even Terrell May. I think if you don't have him, then you can probably go elsewhere. I'd rather
Yep.
trade in Haas over a Terrell May right now.
Yep. I'd rather trade
Um,
in a Haas or a Keon or even potentially a Twal with the dual
yep.
position. Like, yeah, I just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Twal also concerns me just with the re-injury risk, and I haven't really been paying attention to how his output's been post injury. I don't think it's been bad. I think he's been doing fine.
I do
Um,
think that Terrell May and Alex Twal will be the front row forward, like 3 and 4, for the rest of the season. So, but yeah, like how often are you playing the third front rower? So
yeah,
that's where yeah, I don't know.
yeah. I think it's like they're not bad options, but I think you can do better.
Yep,
Mostly just
agreed.
based on the team they're playing for. Like
Yep,
the Tigers and the Bulldogs feel like those kind of teams. They're like just they can't make the finals. They're in Bali, and they start getting 60 put on them regularly. Like it's just yeah.
sounds good to me.
It just sounds too easy. As for a tip, like fucking hell, who do we tip here?
I'm gonna. Is Crichton playing? No.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go the Tigers.
Ooh. Yeah. Screw it. Let's
They
tip the
they need a
Tigers as well.
win after losing Luai this
Yep.
week. So
This will be a poo slinger of the week.
yeah, yeah. You couldn't pay me to watch this game.
Yeah. Tigers should win with Appy back and stuff and Critter out. Yeah, should be
Appy
fine.
back is I didn't
It
even
is
clock
big.
that. That's big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. Normally I'd be like licking my lips at this game, but after we last played the Titans, it wasn't exactly convincing, and we haven't exactly been convincing for the past few weeks. So fucking hell. Hopefully we can turn it around.
I nearly traded in Kinney. I was thinking about it, bro. He's the fourth highest scoring fullback for total points. Like he's actually a weapon. Should have just held him all year. He's better than Turbo, that's for sure. that Manly are yet to produce 100 points from a fullback this season. Come on.
I don't know if that's true. I think Falalo might have scored one.
He scored one ton in there somewhere, maybe.
I think
Maybe.
he either got
Was he
close
playing?
or yeah.
Was he playing center?
No, no, no.
Like,
This is when he was at fullback.
yeah.
I could be
Um,
talking out of my ass here. I'm
I
not
can't
sure.
look. I don't remember because I don't really pay that much
The
attention to
point does
Manly.
still
But I
stand
just
though. Like
the
the
Turbo has not gone big
yeah,
once, so I don't know what all the hype's about this season.
but
I would rather have Kinney in my team. But in saying that, I didn't trade in Kinney. I'm not trading in
yeah,
anybody from either of these teams. Um, yeah, definitely not targeting this matchup at all. I do still have Campbell, and I will be playing Campbell this week.
yeah.
Um, because yeah, like like he's an accumulator, man. Like I was a bit nervous about his score last week at halftime, and then he just came out in the second half and put it together. And that another intercept try, bro. This guy, remember I
Yeah.
said it once before. He gets a couple of these every year. He really can read what the halfback is trying to do, or the 5'8" from the opponent is trying to do, and pick an intercept. The guy
Yeah.
knows how to do it, and when he picks them, he runs the field. So yeah, I love that.
I like him
Yeah,
for this matchup particularly. I don't know
yeah,
what it is, but as a Manly fan, Campbell scares me.
yeah.
So yeah, I
And they're
can't.
only getting more and more in sync in the halves there, and he's getting more adjusted to his role as a six. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Campbell is not leaving my team, that's for sure. And I will play him every week. Yep.
Now, all that being said, I'm still very confident that Manly get the job done because mainly because of just how I've seen Turbo playing. He's taking heavy hit ups. He's making those breaks like far out. I'm seeing what I want to see from him. It's just not
But
he's not just completely setting up and scoring all the tries on earth, but he doesn't look hampered. So I'm
but he,
still happy with it.
he's just living in Joey's blind spot or something though. Like he doesn't get the ball.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know,
So,
bro. Yeah, good luck. I'm gonna tip the Titans to get it done
oh
because the
god,
Titans they've actually been tough. Like all
they
season,
have. They
they've been
have.
tough, even though they don't look good on the ladder. They have been tough and they've been competitive, and surely they can get the dub here at
Yeah.
home. Yeah,
They are a better version of the Titans than
yeah,
historically. They're not just getting absolutely fucking pumped like every week.
yeah, yeah. If they
And
could
I
sign
think
a
they'll have a bit of a chip on their shoulder for this game as well, with how close it
yeah,
was when we played them last. So
if they can get a
yeah,
gun outside back, like a proper gun outside back, like to replace AKP, that could be good. And
mm,
then yeah, like as that halves combination develops over the next year or so, I think they're a serious threat next year. Also, Tino obviously starting the season with a really rough situation, so he's come into form again now. If he had a start of the season with this kind of form, they could be in a totally different spot. So yeah, Titans, let's go.
Manly
Homoli scares
1 to
me.
12. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Molly's
Homoli
probably
scares me.
he's a tart. Yeah, Liafi starting came for that. Um,
Okay, yeah. Too bad. Like I held that guy for how long at the start of the season?
yeah,
It didn't seem he was going to get a run, and now all of a sudden he's starting. Like, come on.
I don't think he's getting many
I'm
minutes.
I'm way too early on my predictions sometimes, eh?
Yeah.
Like,
He could be a good one. Whoa, Testy Pop. He could be a good one next year because he hasn't played enough to like get out of cheapy status.
yeah,
Um,
if he's a starter next year with 40, 50 minutes or something, he could be a good sort of cheap option to start in your front row 3 or 4 next year. Yep. Cool.
sick.
Titans.
Manly 13. Nah, Manly 1 to 12. Let's be real.
Okay.
Dolphins
Oh
Cowboys. This
man.
could be a good one.
All the boys back from Origin. Dolphins, after getting pumped, they are going to be so fired up, man. They are going
Yeah.
to be fired up. Yeah, which is actually why I decided to put a reserve on Finithuyaki, even though his projected is lower than like a running or something like that. I thought about reserving Nicarima as well, but I just I can only reserve so many people. I'll probably nuff out Nicarima next week because my team's looking pretty good. And yeah, this one, Bostock. Look, if you've got all three of the Dolphins CT dubs, like Herbie, Isako, and Bostock, you could trade him this week for sure. You
Yep.
could trade him because next week they're on a bye. So I understand that. I traded him last week for this reason, he is the one to go if you have all three. If you
Yep.
don't have all three, like if you've only got Herbie and Bostock or Osako and Bostock, then I reckon you hold him. They've got a pretty good draw. Like you won't be panicking about the buy. I'd probably hold him and see what he's got. He's undefeated this year. Do you know that? Jack Bostock. Every game he's played
Really?
this year, he has won. Every
Wow.
Dolphins game he played for, and when he played for the Blues, he is 10 from 10 this year. Jack
Wow.
Bostock.
What a guy.
The guy knows how to win, right? So, yeah. And I think his floor has been about 45, 50 points or something.
Yeah,
So,
he's been good.
yeah.
Um,
I'm
I
kind of sad that
wonder.
I don't have him in my team anymore, but I had to trade him out. So, like, what my point is though, if you've only got two of them, I reckon hold him.
Hmm,
If you have three, then by all means, you may as well jump off this week and upgrade him or something like that.
I wonder if next year when Osako goes, if they push Bostock out or if they just leave him there because he's been doing
I
a
think
job
he
there.
wants. I think he wants to be a center, and
Yeah.
they've got Nafahu, bro,
Yep.
who should be a starting winger. So Nafahu would start at any other club. Like I wish the
Yeah.
Titans could get a Nafahu or something. So yeah,
God,
I'd
the
say
Dolphins
Bostock
have
holds
just
that
got
spot.
guns in fucking like boatloads. It is not fair.
Yeah, I think that's also last week they lost like 66-0. I think that's part of like Christian Wolf saying, "Boys, it doesn't matter, our five best players are out this week. Like just go out there, just do your best, like we're not going to push it to have the guys back up. Like if, we'll just see what happens." And with that attitude, they ended up losing pretty badly. But now it's like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Last week was a write-off. The guys weren't there. Yeah, we're back to the real deal. Let's show them what we're made of. So yeah, this is got Dolphins demolishing written all over it.
Yeah. I do think that the Cowboys, there's potential for them to get some decent scores as well. I think Drinky particularly can do well.
Yep.
Um,
Drinky, Braden Burns.
yeah, Braden Burns, he's always like just never a good price. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunate because he's a bloody good player. I think Drinky's probably the only target to be honest from the Cowboys.
Yep. You don't want anybody else in there, that's for sure. I've traded them all out. So, and I thought about trading Drinky back in, but I just can't for the life of me trade him out, trade him in, trade him out, and then trade him back in again. So
Yeah, I've spent.
it's a no from me, but bloody good option. If you haven't had him all year, he's good. Jump
Yeah,
on him now while he's cheap, and they've got a pretty good run. You just have to be aware of that buy though.
yeah,
So I mean, if you're looking at somebody like a Ponga who doesn't have a oh wait, they have a buy as well, round 27. So really, I think you want like a Teddy or something to
mm,
finish off the season. But yeah, Drinky's good. If you get him, then just be aware you might need to trade him out on bye week. Otherwise, you might miss out on like a gun score or
yeah.
from one of the other fullbacks.
I mean, you might have the guy to cover him if you got three fullbacks. Just take the reserve off him for that week. But at that point of the year, you do want to try and just maximize as much points, which obviously
If you
Jake.
have VC on Cleary and you cannot captain Hines because of that, would you VC a Herbie? I mean, or captain rather, a Herbie.
Um, oh,
I would, bro.
yeah, I
I'm not
would.
worried about last week at all.
I'm
Lowest
thinking
score
about
in
other
2
players
years.
I'd rather captain over him, and there's not many.
He's going to go 150 points at Suncorp against the Cowboys.
Hmm.
Like this, yeah, I think Herbie is the man this week. He'll be disappointed with last week as well. They just wrapped him up every time. He couldn't get an offload off. I think he had one offload all game.
Hmm.
Like, look for Herbie this week to force every single offload and go for a one-on-one steal in every single tackle. Like, it's going to be one of those weeks from Herbie, like a pure effort week. Like,
150% effort on just everything.
yeah, yeah, that's going to be what happens this week. He will not be happy about last week, that's for sure.
Not really much to talk about in the forwards. I think we've covered
Yeah,
everything there is to cover.
yep.
I think we're both going
Dolphins.
Dolphins, hey?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go head to head.
I'm gonna just go 1 to 12. I don't know if it'll be a pumping. I don't know.
I think
I've
I
learned that
think
I
they're
suck
gonna
at tipping.
score over. They're gonna score over 30 points. It's just whether or not the Cowboys score 30
Yeah.
points as well. That's what I just don't know about that part.
This conversation's made me a little bit nervous about my trades that we'll get to shortly. We'll get to right now because that's the last game of the week.
All
Um,
right, let's get it.
so I am getting rid of Asako, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I
I don't
didn't
like
like it
it at
either,
all.
but I
Like
didn't like it when I saw it, and then I saw Jenkins, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, fair enough." Like, if there's another way that you can get Jenkins, bro, then explore that.
it
But,
would have to be. Um, I don't think there is another way. I think I'd have to nuff out like Pasco or something to upgrade Makasini. That'd be like the only other way. Because Asako
Pasco's worth
is,
more than Tulti. Yeah,
yeah, he's
okay.
like up over 700k. I don't think he's gonna stay there. I'm just not convinced by his ceiling, even with how good the Dolphins' attack is. Um, I just I think that Jenkins outscores him by a lot for the rest of the year. So I'm going with it. And now he's going to score a hat trick and kick fucking 10 goals. And yeah, I don't
Yeah,
feel good about it, but it's what I'm
trading out
going
a
with.
guy that's averaging 79 points, 79.9, guy averaging 80 points, bro. He's not injured. They have a good draw. Like,
It goes
it's
against everything.
it's
Like it really
wild, bro.
does.
It's wild.
Yeah.
They just want that milk so bad.
Yep. I need that milk. uh
Yeah, look, fair. I understood it because you've wanted Jenkins forever and you haven't got him yet. So look, if this is your ticket, then it is your ticket.
yeah.
But yeah,
I
like try find another way, bro.
I do now that I've said it out loud, maybe I just nuff out Pasco and upgrade Makasini, and then I might still. That seems too good to be true because then I'd have. Yeah, I'll have to look at that.
I don't know if you'll make enough, but if you don't have enough with the Macassini or something, then just fucking upgrade Marzu. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
or
I'd
maybe
nuff out Pasco and upgrade the cheapest CT dub you can that will
hmm,
still allow you to get Jenkins. Yes,
maybe it'd
that's
have to
what you
be
should do.
Lehigh, but I don't want to do that. I
It
love
might.
Lehigh.
Well, he's not that good.
He's been
He's averaging
okay.
65, bro. He's averaging 65. You're gonna keep that guy over Asako who's averaging 80. What are you doing?
I think his floor is like a little bit skewed because he had a couple of low scores which he typically doesn't get. Like if you look at his scores throughout the whole year, his floor's like decent. But
I
I
traded him in
definitely have
last year.
maroon tinted glasses on looking at Lehigh, that's for sure. He's not as
I
good
traded.
as yeah.
I bought him in last year when Des Creek was hyping him up, saying Lehigh's my boy. Like that's what you got to get Lehigh. He's the must-have guy. And I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. I'll go for it. And then he was just trash. I traded him
Mm.
out in like 5 weeks. I was like, nah. So yeah, nah.
The thing
I'm
is,
not.
like, I know he's capable of like a 120, but like if you're a winger, you're capable of a 120. All you have to do is put the ball down over the line like 3 times. Like if
Yeah,
everyone else can do the work for you, like
yeah,
relatively speaking, they're still fucking
yeah,
athletes. But
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Look, if I were you, like you could probably afford it from Marzu. Like if you nuff out Pasco, you can probably afford to go Marzu
mm,
to Jenkins. I would do that instead. This is one of those things where we were saying before, you trade Marzu if you're upgrading, but if
yep.
you're not upgrading, then or nothing, then just don't go sideways. So yeah, like if you can do Marzu to Jenkins, I think that's a better option than Herbie to Jenkins.
The
I mean, to
other
then Asako.
option
Yeah.
is Iro because he's just
Yeah,
been mid.
but the Sharks
Yeah,
run
the
is
Sharks run
good, and
exactly, dude. It's
yeah,
so
it's no, I wouldn't do that, bro. I wouldn't do
ah,
that. Yeah.
I'll
All right,
find a
on my
way.
side, I'm nothing out Horsburgh, who has done his job for me over the bye period. Going for Miles Martin, that's put some money in the bank for me, and I'm going a big upgrade from Macassini all the way to Casey McLean, back from injury at a good price, averaging 70. I think that he was a little bit underwhelming to start the season, and the Panthers have a really strong draw to finish the season, and they'll be
Yeah.
looking to get on a hot streak going into finals. So yep, I got the McLean and Jenkins stack going on. Wait till you see the backs,
I didn't even. Oh. Okay, I
bro.
need
Wait till you
Jenkins.
see
I
my
need
backs.
Jenkins just to be able to get a couple more crowns this year. Fuck.
Wait till you see my backs. Like we'll
Oh
start with the
god.
forwards. As usual. Yeah,
Yep.
look, your front row taps does need to upgrade, but your second row is absolutely elite.
Yep.
You don't need Hudson Young. I would actually put Tallis Duncan above Hudson Young this season for sure. And then yeah, playing Rouchy's great there. Two nuffs, sure. That's why you've got so much money in there because you got two nuffs. Love
Yep.
it. Cleary and Hines, definitely want the VC on Cleary. Well played, my friend. Well played. I expect Pasco to actually get nuffed out though. What's he worth there? It's about, I don't, can't
Four
quite
ninety
read it.
nine.
Yeah. So if you nuff him out, that's 300K in the bank, and then yeah, you could easily go Marzu to Jenkins. So
Yeah.
I think that's your ticket realistically. Pretty happy with my front row with Terrell May and Keon. That's why I haven't brought in Payne this week. Not going to play Stefano. That's where it's like, well, if I'm not going to play my third front row, like, why do I need him? So that's why I haven't brought in Payne. Maybe next week I will upgrade Stefano to Payne, or maybe I'll downgrade May, like I suggested before. If he has a bit of a
Mm,
quiet week or only plays 50 minutes or something, I'll probably downgrade May to Haas instead, which will actually give me some money. I'm relatively happy with my second row despite not having the top tier guys. Duncan, great. Rauchman, great. Lukey, great. Willison, great. Finifuyaki, he's great. Like I just got a bunch of kind of A tier guys instead of S tier guys, and
mm.
I really need to. I can't do anything about it, bro. They're all 800K, so I'm just hoping
Yeah.
that my A tier guys deliver for me, and we should be sweet. You know, if Olakawatu and Lucas have a quiet week, and Willison and Fini Fuiaki go off, I'll be a genius.
Yep.
So that's how I like to play Supercoach. Let's go.
That's basically what
um,
I did with these guys. I got my two RFs in when they were A tier, and now
yeah,
they've made it up to S
exactly.
tier. So the same thing could happen.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
right.
a couple of tries and everything changes.
Yep.
All right, let's get to your
Captain on
terrify. Oh,
Hines.
sorry.
Yep, captain on Hines and playing Campbell as well. That's for sure. My VC is in the backs.
Yes, so I've got the VC on Cleary, like most people will have. Captain on Turbo, whether it stays there, I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much because I'm fairly confident that we're all going to be pulling the loop on Thursday night. And if I don't, then I've still got the rest of the weekend to figure out where I put the captain. So whatever.
Yep. I will be pulling the loop on Thursday night, but with one Reese Walsh after they get the upset. Let's go. That has to be one of the best pod plays of the season because nobody's going to have Walsh. He's averaged less than 60. Like, it's so
Fuck,
crazy that I even traded him in when I did. So I traded him
I
in
love it
for a
though.
dud score, and then he sat there for 2 weeks doing nothing, and I just wore it. Should have traded in Haas, but it is what it is.
I will
But
have a
now I've got him.
very, very keen eye on Walsh, like he's in my Supercoach team, even though he's not. It's just I'll be
If if
vicariously
things work,
living through you.
yeah, if things work out for me this week, it could be another one of those top 1% weeks,
Yeah.
which means nothing because I'm still ranked 30,000th. Like, but yeah. And then I've got the deadly Dolphins and Panthers stack in the CT dub with yeah, Herbie, Asako, Jenkins, and McLean. I think they're two best teams in the comp. Don't let last week fool you. That was not the Dolphins' best team. And yeah, like that just looks so good. Like I'm just happy to run this the rest of the season. Like I don't think
Oh
Jenkins
man.
or McLean will get rested that much. Like they got less chance of getting rested than a Cleary
Mm.
or something. And yeah, look, when the Dolphins are on the bye next week, I'll just plug in Ronnie and Marzu, or maybe Ronnie and Holmes, who is down in my flex. But otherwise, one of those guys is going to get upgraded to like a Teddy or something next week. So yeah, I'll probably go like a Holmes or a Marzu to Teddy next week.
I remember at some point in the year, I think I said that these were going to be my trades at some point and then changed my mind or whatever. I think I had that exact center
Yeah,
wing,
yeah.
except it wasn't. No, it was Jenkins. This is when I was
No,
gonna
I
get
think it was
Jenkins, but I
Toto.
didn't.
Oh,
Was it
okay,
Jenkins and
okay, yeah.
Toto? I think I had. It was
No, I
Jenkins,
thought it was
Toto,
McLean. I
and
thought it was McLean and Toto. But yeah, I think you sent
yeah,
me a screenshot with the two Dolphins and two Panthers, and I
yeah.
went, "Ew,
I'm getting
gross."
flashbacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And now I'm doing it, and I'm like, "Let's go."
but
Yeah,
it's like I can't argue with it. They're scoring the
yeah,
points. They're the
it's good.
form teams of the comp. Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah,
My
that is
center
good.
wing. Let's just pretend I go with these trades. Then realistically, I'm only playing Lehigh this week because of the cork for Marzu. If it, there's
Well,
just
he's
that little bit
named.
of a question mark. Sorry.
Marzu's named to play. He should be all right,
Yeah, I
surely.
think so. It's not like a
He might.
major injury or anything. It's just I've just got him ready to swap in if I need to.
He could be
Um,
down on power points though. Like that is the
yeah,
thing. That's
maybe.
why I'm not playing him this week. Like I feel like he probably won't have the same base and power as he would have normally had.
Yeah,
I would, if I were you, I would absolutely get Asako back in and do the Marzu for Jenkins instead. Because then in there you'll have, yeah, you'll have a much better CT dub, I think.
Yeah, after going over Dolphins v Cowboys with you, I think when I glanced over it initially, like on Monday lunchtime where I was playing around with my trades, I looked at that as like almost like a coin toss matchup, but it's just not. Like this isn't the Dolphins that played last week.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is. It kind of is. Like the Cowboys have it in them, that's for sure. And
But
at
I think there'll be
Suncorp,
points.
they usually play well. But yeah, I think there'll be points on the board
Yeah.
for sure. So yeah,
So
it's
yeah.
looking good for a big points game. Yep, I'd be keeping Asako in there if I
Yeah.
were you.
One
Yep.
of Jenkins or Asako will be in my team. I just don't know which one it's going to be yet. Or hopefully
Well,
both.
you
Hopefully I can find a
both
way to do both.
both. Yeah, you just have to get rid of Maju or Lehigh instead.
My only issue there is I don't want to leave myself with not enough money to then upgrade a forward if I need to. Oh fuck!
Don't
I'll
forget
just put
the
in a seventh. Nah, she'll be right.
don't forget the Knights have a bye in round 27 as well. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
So who have I got
Marzu.
there? Lucas would need to go. Marzu,
Well, I mean, you
coverable,
can
but
just
not
rest.
ideal.
You can rest Lucas for a week. Well, like yeah, you can
Yeah.
cover one, but you probably can't cover both with the amount of
Mm,
nuffs you have. So
that's very
yeah,
true. So yeah, maybe I'll just go
yeah,
Marzu. Yeah, I'll have to put
that's
a lot
that.
of thought
Do it,
into it.
bro. Do it. No thought, just do it.
Yeah, God. I'll find a way.
Do it.
Once I've got this
Do it.
uploaded, I'll play around with it because yeah.
Yeah.
If Asako is not in my team this week, I'll have to like put money on him to score a hattie, and then he'll score a double and like get two
No
try
way.
assists. Like it'll
No way.
work against me. Fair. I'll
Yeah,
find a way
yeah.
to get him back in.
Yeah, I'm up against Walshy in draft this week. So like if he goes good, then I'm stoked for classic, but it hurts in draft. And if he goes bad, then it sucks for classic, but it's a win for me in draft. So yeah, those are always good situations.
Win win.
Yeah. Cool, man. So
I
that's
think
it. We're
yeah. I
looking
think
pretty
we're
good
pretty
for the
much
run home. 7 trades. I've got 7 trades. You've got 8 trades. That's one a week for the rest of the season. I think we're looking pretty good there. A lot of people have less than that. Teams are looking pretty good. Starting to get some nuffs in there and really bank up some cash into our top 18. So
mhm.
it's looking really good. Um, yeah, keen to see what people tipped this week regarding the games and stuff, and also pretty keen to see how people went with the scores. I think there might have been a few Nico Hines VCs out there, so
Oh
I
yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if somebody beat you with a 1600 plus or something. So
I reckon
yeah,
if someone's beaten me, they've probably gotten like an 1850 or something. Like some of the scores this year have
maybe.
just been insane. Like I was convinced we were going to see the first 2000. Like that
Yeah,
is so far away, but like
yeah.
it's not impossible.
Probably time to wrap things up, but I want to just add one last point on that for you.
Yep.
I think the refereeing at the start of the season, there's a lot of questions about like why did the six against slow down?
Hmm.
I don't think people realize that the referees, what they were trying to do is they were trying to get the players to respond to them, like to listen to what the ref was saying. When the ref said get up, right? And at the start of the season, when the ref said get up, players would lay around for an extra second or two. So that was a six again.
Uh,
Once they learned that that wasn't going to be tolerated by the referees anymore, the players all started to respond instantly. The rules haven't changed. The way they're adjudicating it hasn't changed at
they're
all.
just
It's that
getting used to it.
the players got used to it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they realized that they have to get up when the ref says get up. And that's why the six again slowed down and that's why the scoring slowed down. So I'm really looking forward to next season now that we've got all that sort of out of the way and that's well established and that we'll have all the new scoring system in correctly
Yeah.
and I can look towards having a really strong start to the season next year. This season to me is a bit of a write-off with like the whole,
The stat
new
change.
point scoring
Yeah.
system, yeah, and the refereeing changing a little bit and then sort of seeming to change again halfway through the year, even though it was really just the players adjusting to what was happening. So yeah. Anyway, looking forward to next year, that's for sure.
100%. And we'll be putting plenty of hours in for the preseason for sure. But that's ages away. For now, make sure you leave your bets in the comments. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that shit, whatever.
Mhm.
Most importantly, get your
Mhm.
bets down there because I want to give you guys a grand and not 1988 because that is not 1988, 988 or whatever it is. I
Yeah.
don't actually know. 928.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
go up. It'll go up.
get it up there.
Get,
Make it a
get your
satisfying
tips in.
transfer.
Somebody put something on the Broncos this week. That could go big.
It could. Broncos with a Walsh Hattie. I'll make sure I don't forget to put that one on because if I was paying that out of my own pocket, that would hurt. Beauty. I'm just talking for the sake of talking now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. And we'll see ya on Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Best of luck for round 20.